All right, another great find coming to you for Find Music 781. Bruce is going to share.
Okay, so I'm doing an album by a band called Against Me. Against Me did get signed to a bigger contract, but I'm doing this as an independently produced album. Um, and the album's called Transgender Dysphoria Blues. And it was it was released on January 21st, 2014 by Total Trouble Music. Now, this is the only Against Me album that I'm actually familiar with. I do understand that their big break was they got to open for Green Day on a whole tour.
Mhm.
So that's how they became known. They are called a punk band, and this is a punk album in more of the traditional, like Sex Pistols punk, where we listen back to it now and it's hard rock because thrash became so quick and they increased the beats per minute. This is still in a rock and roll beats per minute. And one of the songs, Transgender Dysphoria Blues, we did get the rights to use in Bigfoot Woods. So it is there. And you will notice when I play it that the drum beat is very similar rhythm to Ballroom Blitz, and it is the exact same beats per minute. I did check it out um,
Are you ready, Bruce?
digitally. Oh, I didn't even start?
Are you
Oh, you,
ready,
you
Charlie?
you didn't share
Are you ready,
the
Don? Let's go!
Wait.
you didn't share
Oh,
the
I didn't
yeah
get this. I was like, oh, you aren't recording.
yeah
Okay.
yeah.
So I have one more thing to say about it before we start listening. So
Mhm.
apparently they recorded it, and then the bass player and the drummer quit. So they got a new drummer, and Laura Jane Grace, who is the main, actually, she is the songwriter. So this album is her expression of her transition. So before, in the earlier Against Me, Laura Jane Grace um, presented themselves as a male,
I
and
remember.
then then they transitioned, and this album's their big transition album.
Hmm.
And it expresses, it starts really angry, it goes into grief, and then it goes into something more like um I don't know if it's acceptance, but I've been listening to it along. I believe it's a perfect album to me. Every song's good on it. It makes sense. The order of it makes sense. It builds properly. But they recorded it and then they re-recorded it with Laura Jane Grace playing. She's a great rhythm guitarist, and she also plays bass. They got a new drummer, and this guy, Tom Willard, phenomenal drummer. The drumming on this album just stands out. And then they also, the lead guitarist has always been the same lead guitarist, James Bowman, incredible lead guitarist. He adds so much to this album. So I'm going to go, so let's listen to some of it. Share
Here you
sound,
go, Bruce.
share. Okay. Am I there? No, I'm not at the right place. Okay, you see this? So
Yes.
here, this is from their website. This is from the Against Me website. They are not officially disbanded. They are just Laura Jane Grace is doing her own thing on tour, but they may come back. We don't know. So this
I
is the
rem
order. I'm going to play songs, just pieces of songs in the order, but it opens up with Transgender Dysphoria Blues, a song I could rock out to any day of the week. And Don, you could add all the proper ballroom blitz. Wait, that's sweet, right? Ballroom blitz is
Hmm.
sweet. Okay, so
Hmm.
here it goes. But this is a great opening. It's not the same as Ballroom Blitz, but it's similar.
I hear it.
Are you ready? Let's go!
They don't quite do the same line, but it's close. this drummer is rocking. Listen to this guy. He's going for it. I'm gonna stop it. You can wait till you hear the lyrics. That song's a great song. It's about and taking you for what you really are. And yeah, great song. Okay, and then it goes into this is actually an acoustic version of the second song on the album. So let's see Laura Jane Grace play her own song without the band.
All dressed up and nowhere to go, walking the streets all alone.
The original version's hard one.
Another night to wish that you could forget, making yourself up as you go along. Who's gonna take you home tonight? Who's gonna take you home? Who's gonna take you home tonight? Who's gonna take you home? Does God bless you? Trying to set your heart to forever.
That was a minute. That's once again, it's just one great song after another. The beginning that song's still angry. It doesn't sound as angry on acoustic guitar. This song is very angry. Great song here too. So this is the official video for this one.
I'm drinking with the jocks. Yeah, I'm living the faggots. Just a word of the noise. Swinging my dick in my hands. All my life, all my life. All of my life, all of my life. Just like I was one of them. All my life, just like I was one of them.
And this drummer is just going nuts. I like that imagery. I'll end on that word. So once again, anger, trying to fit in with people they really aren't.
Mhm.
Okay, and then where is this? Where did it go? There's a video. And here's on David Letterman. I'm doing it in order that it comes on the album. Let's
Hold on,
get
pause it.
to-
Pause it real quick.
Okay.
Don, will this fly?
I'm looking at who posted it. It was not posted by any network.
Yeah, it says Loudster.
Mhm.
Is it going to fly?
It's hard to say.
Should I?
Well,
skip
Because
to
I
the
don't know
next
who
one?
Loudster is.
We'll find out if your video shows is still on there or if it shows blocked later, but try it.
Okay, let's try to get away from David.
If it's a snip, they can also delete the audio.
Okay, let's see what happens.
That's why I do snips,
great
by the
song.
way, Charlie. In case you didn't know, that's why I do snips.
Oh,
In case I get into a problem, they can delete the audio. They did that for one of my videos.
oh.
And then I was able to share it.
I love that drummer. It's so good. And this lead guitarist is just great. Okay, I'll end it there just in case. I just like seeing that drummer go. Yeah, on this album, when I listen to it in my headphones, I'm just like, as far as I could bang my head with a fused spine. Okay, so here's Dead Friend. So it's starting, the album at this point starting to move into more grief, and there's more recognition and more desire to live. So that song's basically missing their dead friend. And then I have one more for you, and this is the final song on that album. And this is a great song. Well, obviously, I told you all the songs on this album. This is a perfect album, in my opinion. Obviously. Okay, it won't go big.
I don't ever wanna talk that way again. I don't wanna know people like that anymore. As if there was an obligation, as if I owed you something. Black me out. I wanna piss off. Chop those brass rings off your fat fucking fingers. As if you were kingmaker. As if, black me out.
Okay, that was a minute. So I'm just going to say that song. Oops, they didn't do the right thing. Oh, here it is. Stop.
Sounds kind of commercial.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's called punk, but the Sex Pistols were more tame than we realize now, looking back.
Mhm.
So it doesn't have that strong punch you in the face, but emotionally, that song I totally, not I'm obviously not transgender, but as the parent of a transgender kid, I totally relate to that song. Like,
I
go
remember.
fuck yourself, all of you who don't accept my kid,
I
and I
remember.
will fuck you up.
I remember
Oh, okay.
long. I remember a long time ago, when all these alternative punk bands were rising up, or around 2000s, mid 2000s, and I remember Rise Against was one of them, and then after Against Me came up, and I remember like, wow, who is this? And again, I didn't. I'm familiar with them, but not enough of their catalog. I just thought they were cool at the time, and then they all, like, not saying like them, but like others, they all fell off the face of the earth. And I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to all these bands that were, they were up for a while, and all of a sudden they disappeared? Not that they didn't, but I don't know. Maybe it's the evolution of music and the industry. And then all of a sudden, I found out that she transitioned. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's so cool. And then I started to watch her interviews, and I started to understand, like, oh, okay, she wasn't comfortable with who she was before, and now she found herself. And I'm very, very proud of her, because I'm just like, wow. And then her music changed, and as you showed, and I like her personality. I love where her transformation, where she's at this point in time, and musically herself. And I think I'm very, very proud of her. I'm very, very happy. And it's just like, man, like, crazy how music has, from where it started to where it's shifted now, where we are today, how much it has progressed and mature. Well, not that it hasn't matured, but it's matured,
Evolved is the word you're
evolved.
looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, evolved. So it's really, really, it's really something special. So I really, really loved it. And I'm glad that Right Against Me is still strong and going till this day, like other bands, because now they're getting their comeback too. So
Well, they're touring. She's touring with another band now.
oh, she's
So
touring with another band.
yeah, yeah, and she has a new album that came out either this year or
It's
last year,
it's a
and it's a
solo.
good album. It's a solo album.
Oh,
Well, I think it's with another band, but she writes all the songs.
so Rise Against Me is on hiatus for now, or
A- Against Me,
Against Me? Sorry,
it's
sorry.
Rise
See,
Against and
yeah,
Against
I get
Me.
them all confused.
Yeah,
But is Against Me?
they're on hiatus. They're on hiatus.
Ah,
So
okay.
they're touring. She's touring. She had some sort of crisis with some internet star that she married and and unmarried or
Oh,
is
okay,
trying to unmarry. Um,
okay, okay,
but this album, I couldn't recommend it more. You know,
okay.
if you want to get into this type of emotion, like I relate to it as the father of a trans kid, but you could feel the type of anger and the confusion, and it's all there, and then the grief, and then that last song is like, I am who I am, go fuck yourself if you don't like it. And I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
On that happy note, we end episode 781 of Fine Music. Stay tuned for more.